Fellow Toastmasters and guests, have you bought your Christmas presents already? And let me ask you a question. And let me ask you, if you pay extra to have them wrapped? I do, because they look different. Today I'm going to answer three questions. What are visuals? Is it worth using them? And what visual aids do effective speakers use? What are visuals? Visuals are what you see, and you see me. You can see my face, the smile on my face, or no smile on my face. You can see more or less of my body, my dress. And when online, you can see a part of my personal space, a wall behind my back, or a part of my room, or a virtual background. Does it tell you a short story about me? I believe yes. And let me give you one bright example. Every time I see one particular member of our club, Tatiana Gladышeva, I see the Russian flag behind her back as her virtual background. What does it tell me? That she's Russian and it has special meaning for her. But sometimes I don't see any pictures. I see only black squares with white letters. And it tells me that you are not ready to be fully engaged, that you are busy with something else, or that you have something to hide. It's easy to fix and make more communication friendly. You just need to go to Zoom website, register there, it's free, and upload your best picture. And after that, every time you need to switch your camera off, everybody will enjoy your smiling face. Isn't it a nice option? So those were visuals that we cannot avoid until we speak on the radio or for podcasts. But there are some props, visual aids that we can use to empower our speeches. Computer-based software, whiteboard, overhead transparency, costumes, objects, printed material. Why is it worth to use them? When I was doing my research, I stumbled upon many benefits, but I want to share the most impressive one. In the Manual of Competent Communication, Section 8, it is written, people remember best when they see and hear at the same time. Let me stop here and give you more details. In average, people can remember only 10% of a spoken message a week after it is presented. Only 10% your audience will remember of your message. But, fortunately there is a but people remember up to 2/3 of information if they both see and hear. 2/3. Your audience can remember 6 times more if only you use visual aids. Isn't it a great reason to consider visual aids as a part of your next speech, fellow Toastmasters? I hope so. I believe yes. And as far as we are talking about visuals, let me illuminate my speech with more bright examples. Do effective speakers use visual prompts? I wondered. To find out, I analyzed the most successful speakers at last World Public Championship at Toastmasters this summer. 3 final award-winning speeches. Did the speakers use props? Who remembers? Let's check your memories. The third place, Linda McLean, the story about lost and found family. She didn't use any props. The second place, Linda Mary Miller. She was telling the story about that boy that was killed accidentally. And then she showed some printed sentences, messages. And I love her speech. Her speech was, I love her speech because she used slides to underline the main moral of your story, that there are things that exist, they are written in our mind, but we never speak about them aloud. She was talking about racism. I love her speech. I would have given her the first place. And actually, that was her speech that inspired my research. And the first place, my car, she used a cup at the climax of his story. 2 or 3 fellow Toastmasters. Is it convincing enough? To sum up, fellow Toastmasters, we use visuals, are we aware of them or not? Our profiles keep telling our stories even if we are silent or invisible. Using them consciously, we highlight our values. Don't miss your opportunity to be fully present.